Just told me I was talking on the phone today. You know, about the transfer portal?
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Right.
At the center of all good relationships is openness no matter the consequences. All American Season 5 Episode 9 was filled with lies, secrecy, and deceit. Stay tuned while we dissect this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and switch on that notification button for more videos like this. Let's get right into this video. With the meeting between A.D. Barnes and Billy nearly approaching, Billy is fussing about coaching a D1 program, which has probably been his coaching dream since coaching high school varsity. The magnitude of this job and the current ongoing investigation of the football program is making him quite insecure and stressed out, which he conveniently blames on the Santa Ana winds. Meanwhile, Coop and Spence are struggling to share their real feelings in their situationships. Coop tried to avoid Sky telling her she loved her, which if Sky didn't bring up would have been a dead conversation. And Spencer, obviously still in love with Olivia, is confused about moving forward with Alicia. Instead of confronting these issues in their potential relationships, they decide to avoid their partners' calls. Spencer might be confused about Olivia, but Olivia is super excited about text flirting with Noah. There seems to be a growing chemistry between them. Liv seemed to be extremely happy about moving on with Noah as she initiated the kiss with Noah. And then soon after proposed a date idea. But things fall apart as she finds out soon enough that what she has actually been doing is trying to move on as fast as possible from Spencer because she will rather choose happiness than brood over Spence. Noah is butthurt as he leaves the Baker house with a witty joke to end a date that ended badly. Jordan is really struggling with spending time with Spencer and not being able to share the best parts of his life with him. Jordan initially lies about why Coach Baker shared information from the meeting he had with A.D. Barnes on Coach Kenny potentially getting fired. Spencer is confused why Coach Baker will keep such pertinent information about Coach Kenny losing his job from him since he has been pushing to make Coach Kenny the head coach. But Jordan finds a way out of the pickle by giving a flimsy excuse. The problem with lies is that you have to keep telling bigger lies to cover the smaller ones. The more ridiculous Jordan's lies became, the more Spencer started to figure out something ain't right.
Things got more confusing when Jordan told Spence about his decision to stay in GAU, a big decision that he claims to have forgotten to tell Spence about.
As much as Spencer tries to delay the inevitable, Spencer meets with Alicia to have that conversation. Alicia is scared that she might have made Spencer uncomfortable, which she sure did when she unexpectedly poured out her true feelings. But Spencer obviously denies feeling the awkwardness. Spencer is very much enjoying the company of Alicia and could potentially be in a relationship with her in the foreseeable future, but he lets Alicia know implicitly that that day is not today. Alicia is left heartbroken. Billy has always treated Spencer as his own son since the beginning of time. And in order to avoid hurting his feelings, he is avoiding having that real talk with Spencer about being his head coach again. In dealing with this, Jordan and Mrs. Baker give Coach Baker the best advice on telling Spencer about the job sooner than later, as Spencer has a history of feeling more betrayed when things are kept from him. No matter how uncomfortable they are. As Spencer loses trust in Jordan by the passing second, he decides to visit an old mutual friend. Which is obviously an understatement because Layla is his ex. And to properly express what Spencer saw in his quest to find out more about Jordan's shiftiness will be a more understatement. Spencer observes as Layla exhibits similar characteristics to Jordan. He obviously knows Layla is lying to him as Jordan is. This is when he pieces out that Jordan and Layla could be potentially dating. To know what exactly Layla is hiding, Spencer follows her into the Baker house. Spencer's heart is dropped by the view. Olivia is having a candlelight dinner with co-worker Noah. Olivia's facade eludes happiness as she is having the best date of her life, at least that is what Spencer saw. Although Olivia is unhappy and all she could really think about was having Spencer on that date. From what Spencer saw with Olivia, he made an executive decision to take a chance with Alicia. He obviously made a good impression on Alicia, who was ready to still give Spence a chance after he said earlier that he wasn't ready for a new relationship. Do we think Spence should have taken more time to heal, or healing is moving on? Could Alicia potentially get hurt in this situation as Liv is showing signs of a comeback? Spencer and Alicia seem to be on the same page as they have both decided to take their relationship to the next level. But Olivia wants Spencer back. Which seems very much unexpected as Spencer has fought his relationship with Olivia and Olivia's fight has been to feel miserable. Olivia speaks to Mrs. Baker about how she misses Spencer and never really gave Spencer a chance to try and make their relationship work. What do we think? Are Spencer and Liv getting back together? This seemed to be a brewing question we got from All American Season 5 Episode 8, Check out the breakdown in the description below. Sky has obviously taken a 180 turn from wanting to Coop moving out from the Baker house. Since she can't seem to separate Coop from her close circle, she finds a way to be a part of it as she lets Coop know she will be joining Patience's social media management. This way she can be a part of the vortex. What do we think is Sky's deeper reasoning for making these moves? Is this to piss Coop off enough to make her move out? Please share thoughts in the comments below. Spencer, tired of beating around the bush with Jordan, asks Jordan if he wants to share any secret he is hiding. But Jordan, about to tell Spencer about Coach Baker and GAU, responds on knowing about his relationship with Layla. And although Spencer said the truth, it was only the partial truth, which Jordan obviously knew and decided to say nothing. But to Jordan's defense, it's really not his secret to tell. Jordan feels very uncomfortable as Spencer expresses his total trust in him as their brothers and brothers stand by each other. AD Barnes is fuming with Coach Baker because he shared news about the new coaching job with the old coach, Garrett. We find out that there seems to be a trend of telling on others from GAU. Wade willingly gave up his coach, Garrett, to start Olivia's story, which got Garrett fired. Coach Garrett is willing to give up AD Barnes, athletic director of GAU. Is AD Barnes lying about not knowing about Bountygate? He certainly didn't help matters when Coach Baker blatantly asked him if he knew, and he equivocally answered the question with another question before stating his not involvement. Which is obviously a trademark of a liar, but we wait to confirm. Spencer finally finds out the important decision that the closest people in his life have been hiding from him. Spencer, being Spencer, wanted to make sure Coach Kenny's job is secured after the scandal, only to find out that information was withheld from him about Coach Baker being the new head coach of Golden Angeles University. How exactly will Spencer react to this news with Coach Baker and Jordan? From the trailer released after the mid-season break, we can obviously see that Spencer shared similar sentiments to his mother, Grace James, about not being happy about Coach Baker's decision.
You are not just a coach, you're a father. The only one some of these kids will ever know.
Thank you for watching. And stay tuned for the next video on Breakdown and Theories. Please check out our other channels in the description below.